everyone, Mr. Gary once again for more Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. And before we start, I want to shout out the maker of these headphones. They're great. I don't use them for gaming, they're just great. They're, I think, let me see. They are my Rocat ELO 7.1 Air headphones, what are we called? And I gotta say they're amazing. I don't use this for gaming. I use it for everything, and they are great headphones, I'm just gonna say. So, alright, this is my favorite time. So my favorite time is 3:33. It is actually. Or can you use something that's not? No, I wanted to. After all, I know how much you enjoy saying time correctly. Okay, now in case how accurate 3:33 p.m. Just notice how to find out. The time it actually is 4:16, so we'll go about here. Now, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time just in these settings. I think I'm more about you and how you like things be set. Good correct data. I'm sure my sliders, but we've gone through all sliders I have. Perhaps I can bet some new sliders to get a day on you. Should be two already, yeah, I have a couple new ones. Should be ready next time you beat the game. Alright, we'll do that next video then, or next time I beat the game at least. Alright, so trying to think what endings we've done so far. It should be. I'm trying to think what we've done. We did follow, not follow. We did the looping ending. We jumped off the thing. We died once and then lived every time. It's all the games. I'm trying to think what endings we could do. There's one ending I know of that's kind of hard to get, but I'm able to do it. Let me see. So there's an ending where if you go through that...
All of his co-workers were gone. What
Kevin,
could it mean?
Can you shut up for a
Stanley
minute?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There's an ending we can go
No
through
matter
this
how
window.
hard Stanley looked,
So...
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, there we go, alright. And then we go up here, and then we go up. And there we are. Right, this is the ending you can actually do. You can go out the window. You can go through a void.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
This is the weird kind of ending. This is the kind of
He
weird
praised the game
ending.
for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be?
It's alright.
Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now.
It's interesting,
What do you
I guess.
think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Kinda. Well, actually, no. No, I'm not.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue.
Okay.
Now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop?
I think we'll
Do
go
you
back.
think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken
Yeah, I
the
think
same
so.
idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
Honestly, I think we just
Perhaps
started.
you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
I'm sick of this gag now.
Oh, now
Please
think
stop.
about it. Would it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
I think so.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you just
Okay.
played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your...
Okay, I'm not doing this, no. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna do that. Alright, get back to what I was
All his
doing.
co-workers
Okay,
What could it mean?
that was a weird ending.
Stanley decided to go to the
It does actually end though. I've
Perhaps
seen
he
it.
had
Does. I don't think it
seen the
ends. Alright, so this time let's no. Come on, there we go. Input received. Okay, I think I'm gonna just go everything in this ending. Oh no, the blue door. I need to go to the blue door, not the red door. That's what I need to do. Okay, so
When Stanley came
gosh.
to a set of two
How'd I
open
do
doors, this
that?
was not the correct way to the meeting room,
I
and Stanley
think
knew
I
it
went
perfectly well.
across the
Perhaps he
lit.
wanted
No.
to stop by the
I
employee
didn't know how to do
lounge
it. Yeah,
first,
we go
just
this
to
way.
admire it.
Let me see if I can remember.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Sure didn't. Okay.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's
And
incredible he
to
wasn't
the red
5
door. I mean, not
years
the blue
ago.
door.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Okay, so my jump
There's
this
someone
time.
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've...
Me?
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Hello, before Kevin.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, the red door.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Wait.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Did I just not
You see
ready?
that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop.
I think I have.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here,
I think
let me show you.
This is... Yeah, I did this one before, my bad. Back to the beginning, alright, so... We'll do the one where you take the call this time with Stanley's wife.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley
No,
decided to
before,
go to
yeah.
the meeting room.
My bad, I
Perhaps he had
forgot.
simply missed a memo.
Been a little while since last played. Received. This one off. Okay, so... You know what, you can look at other videos of people who will play the same video, but I'm going to do content, alright? Sorry, but not sorry.
New content?
Yep.
What does that mean? New content?
Let's find out. You know what I probably proves the visual game method. I'm doing this for Ultra Deluxe stuff mostly.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
That can go.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
That was 9 years ago, last year.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable,
game.
delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable
Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Let's go see. I'm sorry to this my mic a little bit. There's some interference.
Nothing special yet, but I'm
Turn back a
sure
bit.
it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
No, I was just a button or something.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or...
Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do
New
it.
content. Let's onward and upwards. Elevator.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's
I
as
liked
if
it
the-
so far.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Hell yeah! A jump circle, hell yeah!
The jump circle?
I can't jump outside of it though. There you go. Can't jump anywhere else though for some reason. You can't jump, that's just disabled it.
Surely that's
Yeah,
not all the
achievement.
new content. There has to be something else, right?
That's all it's... You can do
Another
right now.
elevator. Stanley, I have to say,
can't
initial
jump anywhere else,
impressions
though.
of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. I
with
could
them
count
all
to
words.
30 trillion. You could put that on the box.
Do
The
it.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait,
Okay,
there's
guys.
more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Can't jump still? Thank you for joining new content. I loved it. I love
That's
jump
it?
circle.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Still
You
can't
see,
get anywhere
Stanley?
else.
This is what
Spacebar.
happens when
See?
greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base
pressing
rush a cheap
space.
expansion to market for no reason
I know,
other than to
pressing
make
space.
an easy dollar.
I'm not jumping.
It started on the
See,
level of
press space, nothing
craftsmanship
happening.
that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed
Nice.
up on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Good luck. They canceled the game else now.
I built up too much
You
anticipation.
can't cancel for anything these days. It's 2023.
It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Okay.
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Can't open the door.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having
Oh,
a
can you
great
go in here at
time
least?
together like always.
Yay.
What do you say?
So I do in real life. This is something I would do in real life. I go in there and just be happy. Alright. The end is never the end. Alright, okay. New content. We have more new content. I hate Mondays, don't we all? It actually is Monday.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
I'm good.
I want to show you something.
We're going this way.
You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well,
Sorry,
fine.
bud.
You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
I'm not the first person to tell me that. You definitely won't be the last. I'm definitely a dork. You know, my sister's supposed to never call me that, and it's true. New content. I can't open it. Stanley.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
left.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Meeting room
Yet
in
there was
here.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
the
decided
broom
to go
closet.
up to his Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around, and coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Sure did. Let's see what I say this time. Your poem? To be rich is a crime, to commit crime isn't it rich? Well, life could be... Yeah, let's pick this one. Nothing up here. Gameplay by Cousin Joe's behind me. Oh, this is new. Or is it? Oh, there. Let's go up. Up. Damn. There is no ending. This is just a one-time killer. There is no other fault. This is all it is. Just a time waster. Until you press the button. There's nothing there. It's just like a song. I like the copyright music. Copyright music, I mean.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
2845.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
I've done this before,
That
dude.
kind of anxiety isn't healthy.
I know.
So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
I leave? No.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
So here we go. Downstairs.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I sure did. You've seen this before. I'm gonna just skip to where I want to do. We're back. We're trying on this time.
Its terrible power over another human life.
Or did I?
For he would...
Oh,
Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I did.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yeah.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off.
Well, I didn't want to.
And leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find
actually, you know, I could just quit the menu and stop doing it right now.
pertinent. Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Wait,
in the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, the nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
No.
Now this is making things a
I
little
can change this.
Stanley.
I can stop
It's
it.
your time to
Stop
shine.
it.
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
That's 3. Okay, blue's number 3. Alright, so
but what precious moments
number 1.
is. More time to talk about about me.
Okay, so
where we're going.
blue's number 3. I need to know that
This
much.
means I barely know where to start.
Blue's the 3rd button. That's number 1.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are.
Just leave. Turn on. Oh,
A moment
gosh.
of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll
Press
tell you
any
exactly
keys and
what I
power
did.
switch. Shite.
I erased them.
Oh gosh.
I
Okay,
turned off the machine. I set you free.
1.
Of course, that was
2.
merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever,
3.
pushing buttons endlessly and
this
then
one?
dying alone.
Oh crap.
Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
This remaining.
I have to say this, though,
This
this
one.
version of events has been rather amusing. Watching
This
you try
one,
to make
this
sense
one.
of everything and take
Boop.
back the control wrested away
Nope.
from you, it's quite rich.
crap.
I just hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever
Okay,
you
let's
come
have
up
this
with
body.
next
So we'll go
go
with
around will
red,
be even better.
Green.
My goodness,
blue,
only 34
yellow.
seconds left. But I'm
Nope.
enjoying this so much.
So
You know what?
red,
To hell with it.
yellow,
I'm going to put some extra
blue,
time on the clock.
green.
Why not? These are precious additional
yellow,
seconds, Stanley.
green,
Time doesn't grow on trees.
Blue, red.
Oh dear me,
Crap.
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you
Green,
have no idea
red.
what you're supposed to be doing right
Ah
now?
crap.
Or did you just assume
Just number 3.
that timer, that something in this room was
3.
capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button,
I
screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
1.
These numbered buttons. No,
2.
these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button.
I
Or
got it,
this
I got it, I got it.
door. Everything, anything, something here will save you.
3.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place
Go
is?
faster, Stanley. 4.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're playing.
5.
To see you made humble.
I can fix this. I can fix
It's
this.
not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it
Oh,
first. So you...
Crap, I can't do anything. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna
Take
die.
the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you
Oh,
have
God.
left to strike. 30 seconds until a big boom and nothing. No enemy here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully?
Here for a moment. At point of interruption, my sister just got home from work, and my dog was very happy to see her. Or I guess it's actually her dog, a puppy, but she was very happy to see her. So back to it. back to dying, I guess.
Another choice. Make it count.
Goodbye, 47.
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe
Tried.
me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
And I'm dead. Well, that was fun. Oh well. Okay, back to new content.
Stanley,
One more
come
thing.
over here.
One more thing.
In the vent. Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise?
No, actually, I do.
Well, fine.
I do.
You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
I do.
No,
I do want to see it.
never mind. You're not a dork.
Those are change opinions. What does it say? Coffee nut. They're actually beans, not nuts.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
Yeah.
got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special, and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Very pretty.
I call it the Memory Zone.
Wow.
It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with
This
a
wasn't
cheap
for you, was it?
re-release?
It was for
Remember back in October
British Academy of Film and
when the
Visual
game
Arts.
originally launched. Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Memory lane. There's a disc. This is your first dollar from the game, I guess? April demonstration. Cheap one. Possibly get achievement. That's I don't have 5 years. I'll do what I want. I'm staying inside forever. It's actually real. I hope these are archival newspapers. I was trying to type them to you. I hope they are, because I want to see. I want to know who edited those and who was in the paper. I want to know why and who did it.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the
10.
Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley?
I don't see that
Every
on there.
game ever created. That's how grand and
there is.
all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing.
I played
It's no games
Skyrim.
at all.
That's my Skyrim.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless
That's why it
husk
happens.
with an
The professor's
hour of
in the
new elevator
room.
content.
This way. It's the doors. Person of the Year. The original remake. For Scott K. Huh. I guess it was a remake of the game. I never played it.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else.
No,
It didn't
doors.
need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
Oh, this way? I can't go in there. It's serious room. Let's go this way, I guess.
These were simpler times, Stanley. What
Yeah,
I
this
wouldn't
was
give to go
times. I
back
miss
to
2013.
have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Oh, this is
What's
scary.
this? What's down here?
Reviews.
Oh no, who God, no!
Steam
Stanley,
reviews.
it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down
Maybe
here.
we shouldn't look at these.
Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Let's find out, I guess. Not recommended.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
I find you funny.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have to stick.
K-E-V-A-N though, instead of like K-E-V-I-N, or how do you spell Kevin? It's K-E-V-A instead of K-E-V-I-N. There is a recommended one. You can't read it though, I'll blur it out. Not recommended. No.
Okay, let's see.
Recommended though. Look at that, recommended.
While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast.
Are these actually real
Stanley, I'm not
reviews?
preachy,
They
am I?
probably are, actually.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear.
But look at
What
these
an
recommended
awful
reviews.
memory to have
See
to hold on
recommended.
to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I
Yes,
always
okay.
remembered.
I'm not recommended review.
What's this one got to say?
Cookie 9.
You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button?
9.8 hours of record though.
Well, yes.
You gotta say about that,
Yes,
huh?
I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then
You're not
maybe
preachy.
letting you skip ahead
Not too
for
preachy,
just
at
a
least.
moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the
that's creepy.
Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop
Fantastic.
you forward in time.
I'm back. Kevin, back.
You're back, you see. You
Yeah.
were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
lost
and
it.
let...
I'm back.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But
Yeah.
that's the power of the button. The
I'm
minute
gonna
I
try to
started
remember
to
this
go off on
time.
a thoughtless
Alright, I'm gonna take
display of
pictures this time.
self-absorption,
I'm
it's
gonna skip
right
it,
at your
see if it actually
fingertips to
does
go
move.
poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie
So,
9 will say.
Take a picture of a time there, and then we're gonna... This is the time right now on the clock to take a picture of.
To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review.
And then we're gonna skip the time until it actually
I
skips
guess
it.
I should become better
Alright,
educated.
and...
Okay, welcome
Okay.
back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the
I think it
button
moved.
has
I
been
think
skipping
pretty sure it
is
moved.
becoming longer and longer. That
Pretty sure it
last
moved.
one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Let's see if we skip more.
Unendurable by
Boop.
any means. Stanley! Stanley!
Oh, yeah, it moves it.
Stanley,
It moves
please
definitely
don't
then.
push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
I like listening to you sometimes, Kevin.
You've
alright?
just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really...
Boop.
Oh, Stanley.
Oh.
You're back.
Oh no.
You're back. Oh, my goodness.
power's gone.
I have someone to talk to again.
Plant's
Stanley, I
dead.
think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
Have fun. I can't see.
Oh, hello. It's
There
you.
we are.
You're here again. Welcome.
Let's
I
look at
have
him.
had time to
Clock
think
is
about you and about
still
us
moving.
and about everything we've been through.
No, it's not.
I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year.
Over a year? Kevin, you there? Yeah, the clock's not moving anymore and this plant is very, very dead. Well. The fire alarm's going off. Why? Clock fell off the wall. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Let's get...
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed it.
Quiet again. He's just sitting there just like contemplating his life choices like I always do. Oh.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
is never the end,
is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never.
Okay, I broke him. Nothing new. There's water trickling somewhere over here though. Oh, it's raining. It's coming through the ceiling. Well, let's see if it floods. Oh, it didn't flood, but it deteriorated a lot of the wall. Oh, daylight. The roof's gone. The roof's starting to deteriorate. Alright, let's get out of here so we can get out of here. Come on, come on more. Probably a few years now. We need a decade or more. Okay. They just started to take over again. It's pretty. Kind of reminds me of The Last of Us a little bit. Part 1 of the game, I mean. Not the TV series. Oh, now it's night out. And nature's gone. That seems like Half-Life right now. Kind of dystopian future. Where's the light? No, I know it's just. Let me go. Let me skip. I'm scared. It's a horror game now. Let's skip. Oh, whoa. Oh, it's turned over. There's a way out now. How long was I in there for? The ocean dried up, I guess. I was in there for a long time. Let's get more. I want to see how it's next. I can't. I guess this is the world now. That town? Go that way. This is like Fallout, kind of. New Vegas away. It's all desert. That was an odd ending, I guess. It's something else for sure.
All of his co-workers had gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What appears or I can. New content. New content. Okay.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
How could I not?
Yes,
It's
I have
10 feet
something
tall.
very exciting to show you.
Taller than me. I'm like 5'9". I'm short. I think that actually is not short. I'm just short than average though for a man. I'm 18. Well, I'll probably go again. I've probably been kind of short my entire life. Let's big some more.
You see,
my sister's like,
I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra-deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark,
and any
new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra-deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Okay.
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
And there's never the end again.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up.
Taste the sequel.
Why there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Let's do some Stanley Parable Part 2, I guess.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
It is.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's
Stanley Parable 2 logo
It
ideas.
screams progress and
I like this one. I like
innovation and
this one with the
long-term
Roman numerals.
franchising
That one.
potential.
The one before, number 5, I like number 5. That's favorite. Let's see how's the brain. Nice.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
4, 2,
But let's
7.
take a look at some of the features I've been
Eyes, ears,
developing
and nostrils,
for it.
arms, your legs.
I figure that if I can
Who
loosely
took the red
organize
marker? Me.
interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or
the Stanley
logical, really.
Parable, the prequel to the Stanley Parable 2 is just a sequel to the Stanley Parable. Okay, just reset over. 2. Or V for victory. Valued investors, this is what we say the show for. New features, new content bus, like that. Take on the red carpet. Or actually, it's on the red carpet. The Stanley Parable 2.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
The button says the name of the player who's playing the game. Hear your name in the game. Your name in the game. Enjoy the new features. Hear your name in the game. Well, my name is Josh. Let's see if it gets it right.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players
Too big,
really
too small,
want?
just right.
And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which
Can't read it.
speaks the name of the person playing the game.
Alright,
Isn't
well,
that wonderful?
my name is Josh. Let's see if it gets it right.
Jim.
I'm not
Sorry,
Jim.
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name
Oh,
Jim.
yeah, it worked out.
But of
It's
course, in the
okay, it
final
worked
game,
out.
this
Glitch.
button will say your name, whatever name that
It'll
is.
get worked out.
Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full
I
experience
am
of this feature.
Jim.
Just play along. I promise you'll love
I
it.
am Jim.
Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person.
I'm gonna go put my cosplay on as Jim. Be right back. Hello everyone, it's Jim here back for another video. Playing the Stanley Parable Deluxe now.
Person named Jim.
I am
want
Jim.
you to imagine. Jim. Whoa,
what's my
hold
name?
on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory.
That's
If you
crazy.
don't properly roleplay
It
as
says my name.
Jim, then you'll never
I
understand
am
the impact
Jim.
of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name.
My name is Jim.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
Okay.
Now, allow yourself to become Jim.
I am Jim.
Imagine yourself driving to work
I don't
as
have a
Jim,
job.
playing frisbee on the
I don't
weekends
play
as
Frisbee
Jim,
on the weekends.
staying up all night for a popcorn and horror movie sleepover
That's
as
me.
Jim, developing a crippling substance addiction as Jim,
Oh, that's definitely me.
rediscovering yourself through fringe religious
I don't
groups as
actually have
Jim,
addiction
and
to
finally
anything.
dying a slow death at an old age, surrounded by members of your cult as Jim.
Oh, I definitely recall.
Do you feel it in your
Cult
soul?
cows.
All right, fine, whatever.
I'm Jim.
It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here.
That's not
I'm
my
done
name.
with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
But it's the same name. I like to hear my name in the game.
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name, the button
It's
says. But
saying
no.
Jim, my
Instead,
name.
oh, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No, I want my name.
Jim.
Back to being my... Jim is gone, Mr. Carl's back. Excuse me. Room is pretty dusty, dusty room. Oh, Jim is dead now. For now. Make him back
Maybe
later.
I'll only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2. They would appreciate what I've created.
I appreciated it.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
I'm gonna get back and do some features though, some features back here. Excuse me, I didn't see yet. Merch. Let's do a card code. Let's get that real quick. Let's scan it. StanleyParable2.com. There's not much, it just says about like on Discord and Twitter. You can't though, t3parable2.com, which is interesting. Let's go to the Stanley Parable reassurance bucket there. Reassurance bucket. Yeah, that's what I said.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing
Stanley
and
Parable 2
paradoxical,
reassurance
that it
bucket.
engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal
Bye-bye, Hook.
and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance
Hook and
while
Rope.
the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be
Give
better.
me the bucket.
Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket.
Give me the bucket.
Perfect solution.
I want it.
Come on, give it a try.
Bucket. It's mine. I got a bucket.
Can you feel it?
Nice
The
century.
glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing
locked.
despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
My bucket.
And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Beautiful
I think
bucket.
just
Just pick it up. I already
holding it has
did.
made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Thank you.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't
Go
they?
back.
All this
No.
and more awaits you in the Stanley Parable 2.
I like the bucket. It's friendly. I'm gonna name it. I'm gonna name it Jim. The bucket's name is not Jim. It's canon.
Does
The bucket's
anyone
name
give
is
out
Jim.
awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video
Oh, it's
game?
in your
That really should be
office
an award if
decorations
it
and
isn't
it's not hold
already.
this way. Oh, I
Okay,
wanna-
I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on
Get well someday.
well someday and happy 12th birthday. Which would you go with?
I have to get one someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize
funny.
that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
What? No.
12th birthday.
I mean, it's not funny, but I like this one more. Oh well, the game also is better in my opinion, but it's Kevin's game. I'll choose that one, I guess. To give us something that was just so
actually,
impractical.
Maybe I should have gone with... No.
Yeah.
I've made my decision. We're moving
Jump
on.
circle is back.
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the...
So you jump anywhere else. Go to a vlog. I'm playing 99. Red is new orange. No, orange is new orange. Well, I guess orange technically is a shade of red. It's just like a bright red. It actually has pink. It's like a yellow-red mix, I guess, so it'd be orange. Okay, let's go to the settings world champion. What? Can't open it. Maybe some settings. Settings. Accessibility. Auto walk. I mean, audio, video, controls, simplified controls. Yeah, what simplified controls do? Alright. Auto walk. There's an auto walk button? What? Wait, does it actually work? Right click. Let's hold it down to auto walk. Maybe I should say, see if I missed something. I don't think I missed something. I don't think it's in here. Full screen mode, borderless, Windows, full screen, borderless, VSync, controls. I don't think there's anything in here about, so I guess it's a wait time waster, like the wherever it was. I'm pretty full. You freeze achievement, get here. Okay. Freeze achievement. Pull the lever, receiving your achievement. No more steps, just works. Give yours now.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Okay.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
So, touch achievement on sheet and pull lever.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a
You're pulling it.
Stanley.
Yes,
But
you
I
are.
guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all
I'm gonna
over
keep
the
pulling it.
world who have been uproariously demanding this feature.
How many
Gamers,
time?
we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I'm gonna keep pulling it. Give me the sauce achievement. What, you want a bucket? You got a bucket? I don't want it. I don't want the bucket anymore. I just want sauce achievement. It's not working. It's broken. Maybe it's not. Okay, it's still broken. That's right, I'm actually just my quick step with WASD move now. Oh well. I found that when I went in settings.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Collectibles. This way, or... Yeah, collectibles are this way. Can you find them all? Let's find out. Oh.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
It's like all
I
games.
don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Taking it. I got one. 1 out of 6. Cool. That was interesting.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Alright, that's my achievement. But it says name, merch, Slaying's World Champion, research bucket, office decorations, blog, collectible infinite hole exit. I think I've gotten everything. I just need to go and jump. Oh wait, no, infinite hole. I forgot to do that. It won't end. It's an infinite hole. Whole entrance infinity. Huh. I guess it's
Stanley,
infinite.
here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Oh. I fell. It's a long hole.
Isn't it
I guess it is
wonderful?
infinite.
One of my more ingenious
bottom.
concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top,
Where's
and
that?
we can continue on.
G2 tune the surface? Nah, I want to follow. Let's see how she goes.
Now,
See, eventually it's
a
infinite.
bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Which
You
is
can do it
infinite.
on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
But I don't want to. I want to keep following.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
You lying
Is it a very, very
bastard.
deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
But it's not
I don't want
infinite.
anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
It's not
From
infinite.
one perspective.
Okay. Infinite means forever. Not just like go deep and then stop. It means forever. It's been falling forever.
Infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
You lying bastard.
Well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
Let's see.
You found me out, Stanley.
Meeting at
I'm a liar
2
and cheater. You're so
p.m.
clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're
New
unusually
mug,
fascinated
a lot of
by
cigarette
falling.
butts, and a lot of cigarettes.
A normal person
Every
actually
pause button in Roman numeral
I
is
think
Roman.
if the
You're not
hole
wrong.
was as deep as anyone would
Just the
actually
two of us in
believe.
making
Don't
recharge.
you
Just
put
two
this
of
on
us.
me.
Just the
Maybe
two.
you're the
Just the
problem.
two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of
I
us.
think we
You
could
and
say some
that.
things we didn't mean.
Well, then I can
Maybe
pressure
we
for
just
that.
put all this
Alright,
behind us
G.
and agreed to just call the hole
I can't go back up.
infinite. If that works for you, then
Fine.
go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on.
Okay.
I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited
Whee!
to show, for heaven. You
I like
see,
it.
I was right. The problem is you.
I know
The
that.
problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there.
It's
Goes on
not.
forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
Oh,
Oh,
it's shorter.
did the hole seem even shorter to you this
It
time?
is.
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly,
How much
I
time does it
didn't
look
make
like?
an infinite hole. I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Well, I
Had
see it's
enough?
shorter.
I'm
Nope.
positively thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole.
Even
If this starts to
even
become a
shorter.
thing
Huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This is interesting.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here?
That's not a bucket.
Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something.
Okay.
Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
He's on board
Oh,
with me
there
now.
it is.
Oh,
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me.
wow. It
Not
is.
only how is this still appealing to
I
you?
can't get out.
I know you're obsessed with
I'm
holes,
pressing space,
but
I
at
can't get
this
out.
depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge?
Exactly.
You just do
This
what
is my
you
hole,
is
and I
you're
like
here
it.
to do, and hit the
my
teleport
property.
button when you're ready to move on.
I sure will. Nice hole. Like it. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the. And those songs. Sorry, I think it's that a little bit. I'm allergic to good songs, like I started coughing. Back to it. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us. You and I. We. My whole. Press G, I can't turn.
Is the, teleport button not working?
It's broken.
You sure?
I'm pressing G.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try
I
it
can't
again.
jump still. I'm pressing G, it's not working. With H.
Still nothing.
Well, I guess I'm stuck then.
I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this.
What's that?
I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's
Okay.
a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything
Well,
else.
enjoy your time then.
Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
We sure will, just two of us. You and that hole. And the bucket, of course. The bucket's still real. In this state, life, marriage? I don't know. What's that noise? Oh? You think something? What's up? Talk to me. Talk to me. It's going back down. Oh yeah. Back to the infinite hole of infinity. It's probably infinite this time. Back down we go. Come on, Avengers, together, bucket. To the whole infinity. To the whole infinity. And beyond. Oh, yeah. Perspective change. I'm not holding the bucket though. Stanley. It's very cinematic. Perception. And yourself. Am I upside down? I guess it's down, Stanley.
Stanley!
Oh,
oh good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off.
I guess I fell asleep.
Drifting away into
That was a great dream.
We can't have
I liked
that,
it.
because this hole is just so darn fascinating.
The buttons still work.
that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it.
Oh, the buttons did work.
Don't miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really truly focused?
I liked that. That's a dream.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole. And I'm looking forward to all of them.
The buttons don't work
Stay
anymore.
alert, Stanley. I'll be back.
That was good.
Toodle-pip.
I want to go back down. That was having a great time. Get my rowdy perception himself. He's doing it again. This is a great game. Aw, dang. That was a good ending. I like the ending. Good ending so far. Okay.
Go on. Try out some
What's
of the
next? I think that's everything. Oh, wait, that looks sad now. That changed, I think. I'm pretty sure it's everything now. Yeah, that was everything, I'm pretty sure. If not, then you can watch another video. Make everything. Let's go to X now. 7 jumps. Those jumps so we can use them. I like that ending though.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
I sure have.
Ready to move on now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look, reface. Or a satchel. We're gonna need to go back. So, maybe it's time. It's 58 minutes so far.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I love them.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable
2. I like it. Yeah, clickable. Clickable. It's too clickable, actually.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind.
I can't jump anymore.
Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Let me down.
Okay, yes. Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
2. I love it.
Who am I kidding, Stanley?
The
This
whole
isn't a coherent
jumpsuit
video
all
game
bucket,
at all. It's a lot of gags.
collectibles,
And I do very much
balloons,
enjoy creating gags, but
blood.
they don't add up to anything.
Test achievement.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
I liked
I wanted
it.
fans to love it.
I love
no
it.
matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect.
You're a
With care for the
genius.
vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could.
Give it a
But
shot.
it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2.
The Stanley Parable
Let me see if I can
2.
put something up.
The Stanley
All
Parable
right, perfect.
2.
Go ahead. Take a look.
I'm ready. Wow. This is actually really cool. I like it. Settings. Credits. Kevin Brighton, you did a great game. To Drew Crows and Davey. Well, I'm gonna stop the video there because we're over an hour of recording now. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next video where we're supposed to say probably. So until then, I guess we'll see you then. And bye-bye. Have a great... I got school is probably up for a lot. Yeah, I'm not going to school this year. I'm taking 1 year off. A gap year. Hope you're having a good day at school though. And hope you have a good rest of your life. And I'll see you next time. Bye.